building. High priestess in the building, didn't let my fears kill me. Transmuted my pain in that cleanse in the rain. Down out, I was working and I conquered my demons. I accepted my purpose and the goddess I became. We don't look at that like we came for an experience.
Mm-hmm.
So even when it comes to feelings of jealousy, envy, all of these things that we get bashed on, it's like, no, we came to experience it. The point is, don't stay in it. You're supposed to experience it, just don't stay there.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
move forward. But we harp on ourselves to kind of down, like, why am I feeling this way? I'm so shitty to feel this way. I'm like, it's a part of this life. If everything was so beautiful and peaceful, we'd be bored. We would be bored.
We would complain about that shit too. Like, oh my gosh, there's no goddamn excitement. We do the same shit every day. I'm tired of this goddamn cotton candy ice cream. Like, yeah, I really believe that would be the case, you know?
It's like, come on, we're not happy. Everybody wants to complain. Now, do you think a part of the generations now coming up, especially on the men's side, the way the men are coming, it's a lot of that. I feel like my daughter's generation, she's 25 now, but I feel like her generation was one of the ones where they started changing that everybody needs a fucking medal. Everyone needs a trophy. And I don't agree with that, because I think you're setting these children up for adult kids. They'll always feel like if they don't win, they're going to spaz the fuck out and have a tantrum because they didn't get the trophy. And even talking to my daughter who's 25, she says, like, she keeps looking for that gold star, even at work. Like, she's like, where's my gold star? And it's like, you're not going to get your gold star in real life. Like, no one's going to pat you on the back because you're getting paid for what you do. No one gives a fuck.
Right. Exactly. And that's why we have this generation of entitlement. They feel again, being an athlete. I hate participation trophies. You know, I coached youth sports and all of that stuff, and we would not if our kids didn't place first, second, or third in the league. You have a banquet. Yeah, we have a banquet, but you ain't getting no trophy. You ain't deserve a trophy. Right. What did you do to get you? You lost every game. What do you
showed up?
Like, yeah. Oh. I applaud you. Thank you. But that's about it.
Right.
And we've created this generation of entitlement. You know, that's why with this COVID, everybody's hiring, but nobody's working. Right. That's because we're in an age of entitlement. I'm just here. I don't need to work. Somebody going to take care of me. Somebody going to do this. Somebody going to do that. You know. And that's the difference between my son was 23 when he passed. Like, that's the difference between our generation and their generation.
Right.
You know? And I tell my kids all the time, like, I'm not gonna put you out, but I need you to get out.
Right.
You know, like get out and experience things. You know, if it don't work, you can always come back home, regroup, and get out again.
Right.
But you gotta get out. But nobody wants to leave because it's easy.
Right. Right.
My mom, she made me want to leave. You know what I mean? Again, I used to get my ass whooped growing up, but my mother stopped whooping me when I started playing sports, because she was like, "Oh shit, I'll take the sports away from them. I ain't gotta waste my energy chasing around the house and wearing myself out, hitting them with the belt, the extension cord, with that. You know what? Right. Let him act out. He ain't going to practice." And she knew that would crush me more than the whoop. I used to ask, "Yo, just beat my ass and send me to practice." You know what I mean? Like, nah, you ain't going. You can even go. You can even go out on the porch if you want to. Like,
real shit.
But it made me like, you know what? Straighten up, do what I gotta do, so when it's time, I can go and do my own thing. But a lot of kids these days, they don't want to do that, because there's no, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no initiative for it. You know, like what's the point? If I could sit home and mom and dad is going to take care of me, why would I want to go and pay rent and pay car notes and car insurance? Bitch, because that's part of life. I'm not always going to be here. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be here. So at some point, you're going to have to do this yourself anyway.
Right.
You know, I used, and call me crazy or whatever, but I create adversity for my kids just to see how they respond to it. You know,
Right. Right.
oh, you're such an asshole. 3 years later, when I prepared you for something and the shit pop up, you thanking
Right.
me. So
Right.
I used to tell my kids, I really don't care how you feel about me as a teenager, because I know that the
Right.
lessons that I'm putting in you is going to
Mm-hmm.
last you for the rest of your life. So hate me now, love me later.
Right. Yeah,
And
no grown kids can live with me without paying some bills. You're not living with me for free.
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't care. I've seen a lot of things where people like, "Oh, stop charging your kids for bills when they live at home." I'm like, "No, because if your ass was out there, you'd be paying 3 times more rent than what you paying here at home.
Exactly. And
So
my
you're not gonna
and
live here for free."
right. And my thing about that is I will never charge my child rent, because I gotta pay that shit anyway. It's my house. I will never
Mhm.
electricity, water,
Yeah.
internet,
Mm.
gas. Yeah,
Right.
I'm charging you for that because it wouldn't be that high if your
Right.
ass wasn't here.
Right.
But the dwelling itself, the mortgage,
Right.
the rent, I will never ask a child for a dime of that.
No,
But that
you
extra
paying your rent.
water, that extra, you got your TV on all night, you got the
Right. Right.
PlayStation hooked up to the TV, you got a
Right.
stereo on, you got a fan on, you
Right.
take 5 showers a day, like
Right. The
all
whole
of that,
house is lit up.
all of that stuff add up. So those things I will charge them for. But
Right.
nah, rent, mortgage, I
Yeah.
gotta pay that anyway.
Right.
So that
I
that
call it rent, but it's everything. You know what I mean? Like I
we
don't
we
have
bring the
you're not
college
paying
days,
rent
room and
and
board. We
you're
call
not
it
paying
room
me
and
rent.
board.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, room and board, basically. Room and board is this is what
Right.
it is. Because I'm like, you would be paying way more out there on your own.
Mhm.
So you're not, I
You're
understand giving
technically
you
still helping.
a
Yeah.
couple months to get on your feet, but after those couple months, we get to a couple months and okay, well, we might as well pay rent here because you're
No,
still here.
I remember one time, me and my wife drew up basically a rental contract for our
Hmm.
oldest daughter. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like two fifty a month. You know what I
Right.
mean? Now again, just because you pay that 250 a month, don't mean you can do whatever you want to. You
Right.
know what I
Right.
mean? There's still
Right.
rules and things that you have
Right.
to abide by. You know what I
Right.
mean? So why am I paying this? Because leave and see how much you pay.
Like real shit. It's
Leave,
that
leave and see how
simple.
much you pay then. And but and again, you can't really feel a certain type of way from about that with them because they don't know. You know what
Right.
I mean? So again, all you could do is try to communicate.
I was working and I conquered my demons. I accepted my purpose and the goddess I became.